Trump's vision for America is incredibly short-sighted. It's just the immediate now. I need to be praised right now. I need to be adored right now. Dangerously, there are a lot of people behind him that put forth the mechanisms that are playing the long game. And just to show you how short-sighted Trump is, watch this clip where he completely disses Vance, his heir apparent.
Do you view Vice President J.D. Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028?
No, but he's very capable. I mean, I don't think that I think you have a lot of very capable people. So far, I think he's doing a fantastic job. It's too early. We're just starting.
But by the time you get to the midterms, he's going to be looking for an endorsement.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that this has been the greatest opening, almost 3 weeks, in the history of the presidency.
It's definitely been the fastest and the most stuff
Well,
happening.
we've done so much so fast, and we really had to, because they have really, what they've done to our country is so sad. It's so sad. We're going to be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
So immediately, I mean, it was a no. It wasn't a word salad. It was an immediate no, because Trump is short-sighted. He's not thinking 2 years from now. And then somebody put in his head that he could run for a third term. Right. And he always puts that out. And Democrats were like, yeah, do a third term. We'll run Obama. Let's roll the dice.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that he keeps talking, like, over and over, talking about his third term. Well, they said I could run again. I mean, I guess I can run again. I mean, dude, you're going to be 82 when this is over. You already look like shit, sound like shit, or a nut. There's no way. But don't you think it's interesting that normally he has to make a snide comment, but it was just an immediate no? That tells me he thinks Elon Musk. He likes Elon Musk better for whatever reason.
Elon Musk can't because he's not a natural born citizen unless it changes things. But that's why I think Elon is so sucked up to Trump. I mean, I have this crazy thing in my head, like all of this stuff about Greenland, Canada, Panama, all of this stuff. And at the rate at which Elon is moving, like piece by piece, it's like a seek and destroy, and he's jumping from agency to agency. I hope I'm wrong about this, but I feel like there's going to be some push to reorganize how we have a president and reorganize the Constitution. And that he has, because he's a ketamine addict, and he has this really weird, like, Putin-esque style ambition to rule the world. Like, you know how he gets it when he's like, we're going to take Doge to Mars, and he says all this weird stuff and he's so awkward. So I believe that Trump is short-sighted, but all the people surrounding him are very long-sighted. Trump is just a Trojan horse for the Project 2025. That's one vehicle. And then you have another vehicle, which is Musk and Vance and all the oligarchs, and they'll use all of the voters that will follow Project 2025, the Christian nationalists. So all of that's really terrifying. Next up, because we have to keep an eye on all of this, I think Democratic voices in leadership are incredibly important. And if you're not willing to get on camera and say, we're playing fuck you politics, we're not screwing around, this is dead serious. So many people don't realize what Elon's seek and destroy mission, what all he's destroying. Listen to this congressman who is the leader of the Oversight Committee. Just listen to this lackluster interview.
My motion to subpoena him, I thought, would have some broader support on the Republican side. It had none. You mentioned that they squashed it, but they had a scramble. They were collecting people and running into that hearing room, and they were able to table the motion on a one-vote majority, 20-19. But the entire tenor and topic of the hearing shifted to Elon Musk, didn't it? So we achieved.
Agree.
So here we have, he thought he was going to get Republican support to subpoena Elon Musk. Like, you and I are in Oklahoma City, and I know they're not getting Republican support. Right. I know they're not getting it, not now, but public opinion, the more they see Trump govern, the more incompetent government gets, the more we see catastrophes happen. Public opinion is going to allow some of these Democrats the space to subpoena Musk. It's going to allow them the space to vote against this administration. Well, how can we get them on board? These Democrats, their job right now is to get out and educate the public about exactly what Elon Musk is doing. They're going after Medicare. They're going to go after Social Security. They are robbing the working class voters so Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and others do not have to pay taxes. And I want to remind everybody, and the Democrats should be screaming this from the top of their lungs 24/7. 25% of the national debt was incurred in Trump's first term. Elon Musk has not addressed this because he wants to benefit from these tax loopholes. Pumps?
I find it very interesting that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats elected him to the Oversight Committee over AOC, which I think AOC would have obviously she's a much better communicator. She's younger. She understands social media. So I think as many great things that Nancy Pelosi has done and attributing that to her, and maybe she didn't, but attributing that to her, that seems like a misstep to me. But the whole thing on all these cuts, when you look down at the basic part of it that the Republicans, Trump and Musk want to do, is they want to lift the debt ceiling. They're trying to pay for their tax cuts on the backs of the American people. And it's not subtle. And here we come in March, we're going to have a continuing resolution with the budget. And so hopefully between now and then, the Democrats will get out there and spread the word a little bit more forcefully and in more digestible pieces than we had from that representative.
To your point about Nancy Pelosi, the reason that Nancy Pelosi picked this guy and the reason that they are not so outspoken right now is they are a part of the establishment. They are bought and paid for by corporations as well. And the Democratic Party needs to be transparent about this. Like, if that's what you're going to do, the Republicans are beholden to corporations and these corporations are anti-democracy. We also, because we need to have the same funds, are taking money from corporations, but these corporations are pro-democracy if that's the route they're going to go. If not, then you have to Bernie Sanders it and AOC it and not take any. But that's the problem. And that's until the Democrats fix that, they're not going to have a united voice to reclaim the working class, because everybody is deemed a part of the establishment. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, you are beholden to corporations. And this type of merger is what we call fascism. Okay, next up in the shit show of shit is Big Balls. He's a 19-year-old Doge dork. And Brian Tyler Cohen tweets, the 19-year-old nicknamed Big Balls, who Elon Musk gave access to Social Security payment system, has now also been given a job as senior advisor at the United States State Department. He has access to sensitive information pertaining to America's national security. And I want to remind everybody, we are not watching a movie right here. Right. This is the United States of America. This is the State Department. This is a 19-year-old who goes by Big Balls online. This is a joke. This is dangerous. This is so ridiculous. I can't even comprehend that Democrats are not cramming this down the airwaves nonstop.
It's so beyond the pale. Like, everything this administration does is surprising, shocking, illegal, blah, blah, blah. But a 19-year-old, security clearances, people's personal information. Come on. I know I have a 19-year-old. I don't want him in charge of anything. This is ridiculous. This just shows you how unserious they are.
But also that they are serious, because they have compromised people that are incredibly skilled at hacking things. And, they're young, they don't have convictions yet. And he's, Elon Musk is notorious for saying, we're going to work, we're going to grind all night, and you have to be completely committed to the cause. And he's found all of these hackers and misfits that have all fit into this Doge dork cult. And there's no morals. They're going in. They don't really care about the country. They're just very skilled computer hackers. And this is very reminiscent of Vladimir Putin's strategy, the way they have launched psychological warfare on the United States. They have had an upper hand on how to game algorithms. And so you see all of this, as I see all of this, is inherently very dangerous. And again, we started the video, Trump is playing short game. Elon Musk is playing the long game here.
Mm-hmm.
And Project 2025 is playing the long game. And everybody needs to remember that JD Vance is friends with Peter Thiel. He's his little, like, boy wonder. And Peter Thiel said that he thought democracy was a bad idea, that it was overrated, that it was time to turn the page on democracy. So you have all of these fascists all conglomerated together with the Doge dorks who are like computer wizards, getting all of our information. And this is wildly dangerous. And then we had Congressman Conley. You heard that snooze fest on MSNBC. Are you kidding me? All right. And because all of that is wildly depressing and horrific, I want to leave you all with just something that will just make you chuckle a little bit. Here is a Chiefs fan bawling her eyes out, blaming MAGA for the Kansas City Chiefs loss. And I want to say I agree with her. I agree that it is MAGA's fault. I didn't have a dog in the fight, but the minute Trump said he was for the Chiefs, I was fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Let's fucking go. So let's watch this clip to cheer us up.
Reason why we didn't win? Because the fucking Trump was at the goddamn game. God damn it! Trump should not have been at our fucking game.
I agree. I agree. That's exactly why you didn't win. And I saw a tweet from Neil deGrasse Tyson today, and he said, isn't it interesting, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, isn't it interesting that when athletes win, they always credit God for their victories, but when they lose, we never hear them blame God for their defeats. And so I just want to leave you all with that. Comment in the comment section what your thoughts are on that. And I hope we're not completely fucked. And I hope we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.